Thank you. I have my report right here in my vest pocket. Let's see. Oh my. It doesn't seem to be there. Dash it all. Where the deuce did I put it? Oh.
Here it is, sir.
Oh, thank you, Quigley. I don't know what I would do without you.
Highborn takes the papers from Quigley and then puts his specs on to read them.
Let's see here. Edgar Ramirez had an almost idyllic childhood.
Until he grew up to be an evil blighter.
As I was saying, Edgar's father was a successful businessman named Oscar Ramirez. His loving mother was Carmelita.
Both of which were ashamed of the scoundrel he grew into.
Quigley! Oh, it just so happens that I'm the one who's telling the story. So please, old boy, stop interrupting.
Sorry, sir.
Oscar would play whist at the club with my father every Wednesday. And then one day he had particularly good news to share.
And that's my trick, Oscar.
Ha! Indeed it is. The game is yours, old friend.
You know, old chap, I've never seen you quite so happy about losing a game of whist. Tell me, what's going on under that very broad smile?
Take a look at this.
Let's see here. Let's put on the glasses. High marks. Excellent attitude. Accepted into Brentwood Academy of Boys. Capital! The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Edgar's gonna show those stuffy Brits how it's done.
A lot of that is due to your recommendation. As a proud father, I can't thank you enough, amigo.
Ish tosh, man. Glad to do it. Edgar's a fine lad. I can't wait to see him excel.
I have been so happy all day I cannot see straight. I only wish Carmelita had lived to see this day.
As do I. The accident that took your wife, which was very similar to the one that took mine, was a tragedy. Take heart, old man. I know they're both in heaven right now, looking down and smiling.
Too true. Madre Diaz, look at the time. I have to pick Edgar up from school and bring him this grand news.
What? The boy doesn't know yet? Well, what are you hanging about here for? Get going! Get going, old chap! You've much to celebrate!
Adios!
Edgar set records at Brentwood and was therefore accepted into Yale. It was a treasured dream of his to graduate from my father's alma mater, you know. And Oscar could not have been more proud of his son's choice. As for Reginald Highborn IV, well, he looked upon the Ramirez family as if they were highborns themselves. Consequently, he frequently visited Edgar at Yale to keep abreast of his development and encouraged him in any way feasible.
That was a cracking good show you put on at the karate tournament. Almost as spectacular as your grades.
Thank you, sir. The generosity you have always shown my family truly both inspires and humbles me.
Proud to do it, my boy. Proud to do it.
How is Horace doing?
There's wonderful news on that front. Young Horace is following in your footsteps. That's right. He's been accepted into the Brentwood Academy of Boys.
Just as Papa was about to extol my virtues, an incredibly loud and violent pounding began at Edgar's door.
That knock sounds like trouble.
Edgar then quickly rushed past my father and opened the door. The young man on the other side was obviously in wide-eyed distress.
Ed, buddy, you're not gonna believe this. Just know, whether it's true or not, the whole dorm has your back. You're one of us, no matter what, pal.
Ralph, what are you talking about?
I really don't know how to put this. Maybe it's better you see for yourself. Turn BBC News on now, okay? I'll see you later, pal.
The student then leaves, closing the door behind him. Edgar turns on the telly, as his frazzled friend had suggested.
Crime crushes one of Britain's leading families in quite a shocking development. The highly successful Latino stockbroker Oscar Ramirez has been arrested for embezzling funds. It turns out that this rotten raconteur has been investing his clients' money in quick rising stocks, then nicking any profit, all the while claiming the stock lost money to the investors. This way, the alleged losses covered his pilfering.
Oh my God, Edgar. I'm so sorry.
Please turn it off, sir. I don't believe it. It can't be true.
Of course he's innocent, dear boy. I've known your father for years and he's straight as a razor. Worry not. We'll hire the best attorneys, the best investigators, and also your education will not suffer. I will pay your bills here in Yale and all of your living expenses until this mess is cleared up.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much.
My father was as good as his word. He covered all of Edgar's college, living, and legal expenses. In spite of all that, however, the verdict came back as...
Guilty! Guilty! Guilty!